We have Mr. Matthew Ravignat.
A real quick question for you, because we don't have a lot of time left, unfortunately. Just want to, maybe a simple yes or no answer would suffice on this one. Will this bill, or could this bill potentially decrease and reduce your independence?
I think the one danger here is that if a spurious, or well, a spurious most likely, complaint came in, it might disrupt proceedings that were underway. You know, it may cast doubt on the decision maker, and so I think that's the most serious concern, I think, in this bill.
It may discourage people from seeking employment with our agencies, knowing that it could be subject to an examination that would be the topic of a report to Parliament, without knowing very precisely from the legislation what would be the parameters of any such examination and what would be the extent of confidentiality in looking in those matters. I think that would be a concern for employees.
I don't think it would affect our independence, but I think the way that it is drafted now, you know, there are some irritants that in it that it would cause that really aren't necessary and wouldn't help our independence.
Second very simple question. Could it potentially weaken existing rules in place, codes, acts with regards to definitions of partisan activity within your different offices?
You know, it won't affect the way that we define these types of activities or the way that we manage conflict of interest. But I think, as I've said before, it raises some questions based on, you know, some things that are defined in other acts versus the way it's defined in this act. In this, so I think what it can do is just cause some confusion.
It's actually not defined. Sorry, it's actually not defined in this act. So I think it would have minimal impact on the other instances where there was a more fulsome definition.
Have either of your offices, or were your offices contacted prior to the drafting of this bill for advice or any form of consultation?
Nope.
No.
No.
J'aurais quelques questions additionnelles et puis sont plus spécifiques sur le contenu du projet de loi. D'accord, bien je vais me dépêcher. Avez-vous une idée de quels critères serviraient à déterminer si une personne occupant un poste dans le bureau d'un agent du Parlement s'est conduite ou non de façon partisane dans l'exercice de ses fonctions et de ses responsabilités? Est-ce qu'il y a même un critère de présenter?
Moi, je pense que c'est une question que le comité doit considérer, comme on a fait un état dans notre lettre et dans les représentations qu'on fait aujourd'hui. Il n'y a pas de définition ou de critères dans le projet de loi sur ce qui serait une conduite partisane. Dans les situations actuelles, on se fie, nous, aux énoncés de la Commission de la fonction publique ainsi qu'à notre expérience, et généralement, c'est basé sur des activités politiques. Est-ce qu'il pourrait y avoir des activités non politiques qui seraient de nature partisane? Je pense que c'est une des questions qui se soulève avec l'article 9 du projet de loi.
Merci.
That concludes your time, and that concludes the time we have for testimony and questioning. Thank you very much to the three agents of Parliament who made themselves available to us today.